So what's it been like? You know, what is this, 9 years in business?
Yeah, no, it's been a great journey.
It should be about 30 to 35 minutes. Janice and Dr. Glenn live in this big, beautiful home right here, okay? So Rocklands Farm, it's a 34-acre property, and it's owned by these folks who live in this big, beautiful house. They still live there.
Wonderful for us. We have a family business, so we can work together.
Rocklands Farm is a family operation. Greg Glenn is the co-founder, and his mother and father own the farm.
Hey, Sean. Hey, guys, right here is Sean Eubank. Here's our co-founder.
Sean Eubank is the other co-founder.
Just a few weeks ago, I was looking at just thinking of all the people we've been able to employ, just between the other businesses that are associated with Rocklands, and just how many families we can support just in the community. And specifically in what we're doing in terms of the farm, the winery, stuff like that. Yeah, it's great to make a wonderful craft and feed, nourish, and engage people in our area.
The winery is located in Poolesville. There's only one way in, and that's over the Montevideo Bridge, a rustic road the county helped to repair.
The bridge was originally built in the 1930s, and I don't know the last time it was refurbished, but just recently the county came through and completely dismantled it and rebuilt it to preserve and promote its historic integrity. It mimics kind of our intent is how do you preserve and promote the historic integrity of the Ag Reserve in Montgomery County. So the whole barn, you know, it's how can we keep these old hay barns alive? And we found that by starting a small business, being able to operate within them, injects so much economy to keep them going for another 100, 150 years.
The Glens moved here in 1998. They purchased this farm in 2001. On this 34 acres, guys, we have a little under 10 acres of grapes.
We started making wine 6 or 7 years ago.
So Chardonnay and Seyval Blanc, okay? They're genetically bred together. It's like a nice high-acid white wine grape. That's what we have growing down here.
We are about a 4,000 case winery, so we're pretty small relative to the wine world. We sell all here on site. And our mission is feed, nourish, and engage. And so the way that we create that for our customers is we grow about 30% of our own grapes to make our wine. Yeah, so we grow a lot of peaches. We have a lot of orchards here. It's a testament to that. The cherries and this cider come from a local orchard. These are grapevines. This is, you know, they've set in. They'll be ready to harvest in 2 months from now. We buy in the rest from the surrounding Mid-Atlantic region. These vines should last, you know, 20, 30 years. So,
So it takes really 3 years for your first yield of any
get started.
significance.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a long-term investment.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing we never really thought about in the beginning was just how many families are in Montgomery County and how many people want to come out and enjoy this. And so we've done a lot of developing a family area. And so you think winery, kids, you know, how does that mix? But really, there's so many people in Montgomery County that want something to do, and to be able to offer that family feel, that family style is really important for us. So, so we've developed out a family area for that. So that's a really big need for the county, is to provide these enjoyable spaces for the next generation, you know, to thrive.
We're here to have a picnic with some friends to enjoy some wine with them here today.
They really bring the community together and help life slow down a little bit and focus more on relationships.
The winery and farm are an example of regenerative agriculture, a system of farming and practices that enriches the soil, improves watersheds, and is eco-friendly, creating more than it consumes. What makes Rocklands unique?
What makes us unique from almost every winery is that we're an operating farm. So we're raising livestock to provide meat, you know, in our market. We're doing it in a regenerative way, which is a form of agriculture that's building ecosystem function. It's highly sustainable, highly ecosystem integrated. Beef cattle, sheep, pigs, chickens, you know, whole 9 yards for that.
I always talk about how the Ag Reserve, in order to be environmentally sustainable, it's got to be economically sustainable, and I think that's what you all are showing every day. You have farming here. You're making food. You're making wine.
Yeah, weddings, flowers. There's a lot of people in the area that love coming out in the Ag Reserve, and you know what we tell the executive part of the county is people want something to do, they want something to eat and drink, and they need to go to the bathroom.
I love that.
If we can provide that, they'll be here.
Thanks for having us.
So, Rocklands Farm.
Yes.
Really excited. We're going to do a whole tasting. This is actually one of my favorites. This is Monocacy, and this is a really light, bright, very refreshing.
Good for a day like today.
Absolutely good for like a day like today.
Cheers. Not too sweet and refreshing. Good.